Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. So the sentences for Sara Sharif's parents and uncle have come back, and to be honest it was pretty harsh to a degree. You know, when the judge was doing all his talking about his sentence, to a degree, and I will say to a degree, when he came back and said that one was going to get 40 years, one was going to get 30 years, sorry, one was going to get 33 years, and the uncle was going to get 16 years for basic neglect. Okay. And then he went on and said, but you're going to be eligible for parole after serving 2/3 of your sentence. So that 40 years then goes down to 26 years. And that 33 years goes down to 22 years. And that 16 years goes down to around about 10. It's just over 10 years. So when you take that into account, you know, this is a 10-year-old child that had some of the most grotesque forms of neglect. I'm sure that there's worse forms of neglect going on within the country at the moment. I would not be surprised in the least. But the question is it enough? And when I say that, is it enough? And I look back, because I did a video at back end of last week about the death penalty. And that when it comes to death penalty, I'm not saying that these people should get the death penalty or anything. There's going to be plenty of people that's going to say that they should. But there are a few people on that particular video said to me, if you take a life, you should be prepared to lose your life. When I say lose your life, I don't mean be executed or anything. I mean that you basically give up your life, but you're going to face spending the rest of your life in jail. And especially when a judge says it's a life sentence. Because this isn't a life sentence. They've got the potential that they're going to get out of jail. Now, I don't know how old the parents are. Now, if that was me, okay, now I'm 40 and a bit. I'm actually 46 years of age. So if I was facing the 40-year sentence, I'll be getting 26 years. So by the time I'd be eligible for parole, I'd be 72 years of age. So for me, that would potentially be a life sentence. Now, I don't know how old the parents or the uncle is at the end of the day. But my argument is life should mean life. Don't say it's a life sentence and then say, oh yeah, but you only have to do 2/3 of your sentence. You say that you're going to give a life sentence, you give a life sentence. They're able to do that at the end of the day, judges. They're able to actually give a formal life sentence. Don't say it's a life sentence and then say, but you've got to do a minimum of 40 years. And then we're going to say also, you've only got to do 2/3 of that. Say what you mean. And that's why people, you know, comment on videos I put up now and then and get ticked off. If you don't want to give them a life sentence, don't give them a life sentence. If you don't think that you think that they deserve a second chance, I don't see how these parents personally do deserve a second chance, because at the end of the day, they've taken some poor old 10-year-old girls all her opportunities and chances for life. And I can't understand how anybody will potentially disagree with that. You know, so I'm not going to rant and rave on about it for ages and ages, because I think the judge said it all in his summing up today. So I'm going to leave it there. And obviously I'll speak to you again a bit later. But for now, thank you for listening. And obviously if you are new to the channel, if you could please like, share and subscribe, so just help us grow at the end of the day. But for now, thanks for listening.